Hello everyone. So today we'll be studying about law of equity and some basic principles of it. Let us start with knowing the meaning of equity. So, what is equity? Equity is something that ensures legal decisions are fair and just, addressing situations where strict legal rules might result in unfair outcomes. Equity looks at the intent behind actions and agreements, prioritizing fairness over strict adherence to legal form. A court will usually award equitable remedies when a legal remedy is insufficient or inadequate. This picture depicts the difference between equality and equity. Herein, in the first case, where everyone is getting equal opportunity, the shorter person who is naturally disadvantaged, and even after receiving equal opportunity, he is unable to reach the tree and grab the fruit. So the application of principle of equality can be seen here, but principle of equity is not the same. Here, when we apply the principle of equity, the disadvantaged person is given a bit more advantage so that they can stand equal to the other members present in a society. For example, reservation policy in India is something that can be an example of equity, as earlier all had equal rights, but leaders of our country saw that people with disadvantage are facing a lot more difficulty in achieving their goals, and hence they introduced reservation as a form to provide equity to the disadvantaged groups, so they have they no more have to face difficulty in achieving their goals. There are a few principles of equity which the court takes as prerequisites while granting relief on the basis of equity. First is he who comes for equity must come with clean hands. Second is he who seeks equity must do equity. And third is delay defeats equity. So the first point is he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. This means that person seeking equity or help from the court must be acting fairly and honestly. One must not be guilty of wrongdoing in the matter they are bringing to the court. If they have acted unethically, the court will not assist them. For example, A wants his neighbor B to stop building fence that he claims encroaches on his property. He seeks an injunction, which is an equitable remedy, to stop the construction. However, it turns out that A had previously built a shed that encroaches B's property and he refused to move it when he was asked to. The court may refuse to grant A injunction because he did not come with clean hands. He was also guilty of property encroachment and unfair behavior. He who seeks equity must do equity. Means that if you want a fair outcome from the court, you must also act fairly and fulfill your own obligations. You are expected to behave in a just and responsible manner if you expect the court to help you. The court will ensure that both the parties act equitably, not just one seeking help. This principle applies to equitable remedies, which requires fairness from both the sides. For example, Amit borrows money from Ram for his valuable watch as a collateral. Later, Ram seeks to get his watch back by paying off the loan. To get the watch back, which is an equitable relief, Ram must repay the borrowed money to Amit. The court will require Ram to repay the loan before ordering Amit to return the watch, ensuring fairness of both the parties. Thirdly, delay defeats equity, which means that if you wait for too long to assert your rights or bring claim to the court, you might lose the right to seek equitable relief. You must take timely actions to assert your rights. If you delay unreasonably, you may be prevented from obtaining equitable remedies. This principle is also known as laches, which bars the claims made after long unjustified delay. For example, Jyoti discovers that her neighbor Ria has built fence and encroached her property. However, she decides to do nothing about it for 5 years. And after 5 years of unreasonable delay, Jyoti decides to take Ria to the court in order to remove the fence. The court may refuse to grant Jyoti an equitable remedy like injunction to remove the fence because she waited for too long to assert her rights, assuming her delay means that she accepted the situation. These were some of the basic principles of equity which a court keeps in mind while enforcing equity. For more informative videos, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.